Welcome back to my channel, Cord Cutting in Sports, and this video is going to explore whether YouTube TV, with its recent price increase a couple of weeks ago to $73 a month, now costs as much as cable TV. So when YouTube TV announced its price increase of $8 a month from $65 to $73, which would take effect immediately for new subscribers and on April 18th for current subscribers, there were a lot of people who mentioned that the cost of YouTube TV and streaming services is now getting to be the same price as cable. This includes Tyler, the Antenna Man, who, by the way, does excellent videos. You should definitely subscribe to his channel, and go watch, all the videos that he produces because they're generally very informative. Also said this, directly in one of his videos.
At this point, streaming services with local channels are about the same price as cable.
But does the price of YouTube TV now at $73 a month actually cost, about as much or, similar to the price of cable TV? Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just compare the basic, non-discounted advertised rate for Comcast or Xfinity TV service for a plan that's comparable to YouTube TV. So what I have up here on the left side of the screen is the rate card for my area. On the right side, it's basically I've got it set to show the channels for some of these, whatever popular packages. So I'm going to focus primarily on the sports channels, since those are the things that YouTube TV has that generally drive up the cost and that a lot of people want to watch. Because if you're not interested in sports, you can find that a lot of the channels you want to watch on cheaper things, especially like Philo. Okay, so notice here, you go into the Xfinity TV services. You have limited basic, which is basically just your local broadcast networks plus whatever some other stuff. Then you have whatever Choice TV Select, which has limited basic and whatever couple other things included with it, but not much. Then there's Choice TV, which is very similar to limited basic, except it doesn't include a couple things. But Popular TV, the one right here, is the first one that we get to, which is very similar to YouTube TV's base plan. Because this includes limited basic, so it's got your local channels. It includes sports and news, and down here, it lists some of the channels here, but it's basically going to have like your basic ESPN, ESPN2. It'll have your news channels as well. Notice also, it talked about this in the second, 20 hours of DVR service. Okay, it includes HD programming, so there's no extra HD fee. Stream picks, maybe that's worth it to you, maybe not, who cares. It also includes kids and family, so whatever. It includes like 10 more networks from that thing, and this entertainment, thing as well. Whatever, Food Network, FX, Discovery, A&E, blah, blah, blah. Again, I'm mainly focusing on the sports channels for my comparison. Okay, so you take Popular TV. All right, that is $70. I got my calculator up here, to add up the prices. All right, but notice that only includes 20 hours of DVR service. So whatever, just let's say you're fine with that for right now, okay? However, you have to add to that cost both a broadcast TV fee and a regional sports fee, okay, down here. So to that $70, we're going to add $23.10, and we're going to add $9.15. All right. So far we're up to $102.25 for the cost, and we have not. And that's for the basic 20-hour DVR. We have not upgraded the DVR. We also have not gotten any cable boxes outside of the initial one that they give you. So if you want to watch on multiple TVs, Xfinity, you can use their app. You can run it on Fire TV devices, Roku's, Apple TVs. There's actually a great review of the app that was just done last week by Lon Seidman at lon.tv. So please go check out that video. I'll link to it in the description here. But you can use those devices on extra TVs. You don't need to pay extra for cable boxes on the TVs. I mean, if you want to, you can, but it's just more money. So, all right, we're not going to add that in. We're not going to, consider that cost. So right now, comparable package, we're up to 102.25. Now the other thing you have to consider is, at least in my area, because I'm within city limits, there is a 5% franchise fee. Okay, not sales tax, that's completely separate. So you got to take this amount and multiply it by 1.05 to account for the 5% franchise fee. So now we're up to 107.36. Okay, again, remember, YouTube TV, $73 plus possibly sales tax depending on whether they charge it in your location or not. So now what I want to look at is, what are the channels comparable? So if you look here, under popular TV, okay, they have AT&T Sportsnet Pittsburgh, which, by the way, it's going to be going away relatively soon because Warner Brothers Discovery basically wants to get out of the RSN business, but that's another video for another day. But they have that, so that's one channel that YouTube TV does not carry. So if you're interested in watching um, the teams that air on that, like the Pirates, Penguins, or whatever, you can't do that on YouTube TV. You need to subscribe to another service in order to do that. So that's one advantage for this right now, significantly more expensive plan. Notice it has Big Ten Network, does not have CBS Sports Network, which has a fair amount of college football games, mostly lower group of 5 teams. But also, it does not include ESPN News. It does not include ESPNU. Doesn't include MLB Network, although YouTube TV just dropped them recently. MLB Network, so no difference either way. It also, I don't know why it doesn't list it here, but it doesn't have FS2, which YouTube TV does include. Also notice it does not carry NFL Network, which YouTube TV has. Also, it does not include SEC Network. I don't see ACC Network here. I mean, I assume that ACC Network would be carried in this region because Pitt is in the ACC, but it's not listed here, so maybe Comcast doesn't carry it, ACC network, but that's another channel as well. Now when I scroll down, it looks like it does include a tennis channel and golf channel. I don't know if YouTube TV carries golf channel because I don't really care about that, but tennis channel I guess would be something that YouTube TV did carry but does not carry previously. So for the most part, YouTube TV is going to have more, especially if you're interested in college and pro football like I am, more sports channels than this package from Comcast. Couple exceptions. This does have an RSN, and this does have tennis channel. So if those are two things that you're interested in, then okay, it could make sense. You can't get those on YouTube TV. Now, you could get some of these channels like ESPN News, ESPNU. Also, you can get NFL Network, Red Zone, plus SEC Network, and CBS Sports Network. Okay, if you subscribe or if you add the more sports and entertainment package. Let me just erase this so we can see it. It's this thing right here. It's basically like a sports add-on plan. Okay, it's $9.95 a month. So if you do that, that'll give you a bunch of channels. It'll give you CBS Sports Network. It'll give you ESPN News. It'll give you ESPNU, and so on, and also SEC Network. And it's not listed here, but NFL Network Red Zone. But that's an extra $9.95 per month. So now, if I go back to, let's say, the 102.25 I was at, now I add that on. Okay, now I'm up to 112.20. Now multiply it by 1.05 with the franchise fee. Okay, now I'm at 117.81. Packages now are pretty comparable. the cable package does include the RSN, does include Tennis Channel, but it has almost all other sports channels that YouTube TV would have. However, if you want NFL Network Red Zone, you're gonna have to pay for the sports pack on YouTube TV, which is an extra $11. So now your $73 per month cost is really $84. Okay, so now we're comparing $84 to $117.81. However, one last thing to keep in mind: YouTube TV's DVR is unlimited. I mean, you can only keep the programs for 9 months. Um, by the way, if you want to know how to download, save, record, programs that are on your DVR or other sports programs, please check out my other videos because they can help you with that. But but it is unlimited. And the other thing that's cool is you can choose specific like leagues that it will record every game that falls under the category. So you could choose like NCAA FBS football. It'll include all NCAA FBS level football games. You don't have to go through and add individual teams or individual conferences. Okay. However, I don't know if the Comcast DVR is able to do that. And as I mentioned, this package only includes 20 hours of DVR service. So that might be like 5 or 6 total college football games, that you could fit on there. See right here, 20 hours. That's minuscule. That's nothing. So let's say you want to upgrade it, okay? Well, you can go to 150 hours for an extra $10 a month, or you can go to 300 hours for $20 a month. So if we wanted to get 300 hours, just so we made sure we had plenty of room to record games, and rewatch them or everything, let's go back to the calculator. So we were at 112.20 with the sports pack. And now we're going to add on $20 to increase the DVR size. Okay, now multiply that by 1.05 for the franchise fee, and look at our total now being 138.81. Okay, so that is basically what you would, that's for a comparable package, meaning very, very similar number of channels. I mean, basically the best possible DVR size that you can get for Comcast, which compares to YouTube TV's unlimited DVR. And so we've got, I guess, cable, 138.81, YouTube TV for basically $84, and it goes, both of those would be plus sales tax. Okay. Now, if you weren't interested in NFL Network Red Zone, for example, okay, you could deduct $11 from the YouTube TV costs, and it'd be $73. But still, you can see this is a gigantic difference in price. This is almost $65, not even accounting for the sales tax, and again, not even getting any additional cable boxes. This is just with the one they give you for free, and then using Roku's, Fire TV Sticks, other devices, whatever, on other TVs to watch as well. Now, just before we move on and start looking at promotional rates for Xfinity TV service, here's a brief summary of the costs for various levels of Xfinity TV service. Starting with just the basic popular plan, in other words, not including any extra add-on packages, with both 150-hour and 300-hour DVR upgrades. So you can see the total prices there on the screen for the various options that you have. Again, these are the standard prices in the rate card without any discount. So in other words, if you did not have any type of promotional price, these prices here are in theory, what you would pay. Now, here are the options where we looked at adding on the more sports and entertainment package. In other words, adding on that extra package basically got more sports channels like CBS Sports Network, SEC Network, and so on. Some of the other channels that YouTube TV has in its base plan, and it also includes in the cost for all these packages NFL Network Red Zone. So again, you can see the various prices listed there. depending on what size DVR you want to choose. But in all of these instances, we can see that just again at the basic standard price without any discounts or promo prices, Comcast is significantly more expensive than the cost of YouTube TV. All right, so now what about if we want to compare promotional offers from Comcast? Okay, is I'm going to go and basically shop deals and see how much it would cost for a promo offer. So again, that price I was just comparing was the just basic advertised price, no discounts at all. Let's see. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, perfect. So we have this internet, which is whatever the cheapest level of internet. Okay, so as of right now, notice it's regularly $87 a month, but there's a huge promo discount and okay. So basically $25 a month is what we're paying just for internet. Okay, so again, okay, keep that in mind. So we're at $25. Now we go to add in TV. Okay, so this is now really giving us what the true like discounted, say like TV cost would be. Okay, so if I had popular TV, $55 a month plus those extra fees. So now let's see what happens to our bill. Okay, so notice it jumps from $25 a month up to $112.25. So that means the net difference, the total amount we're adding for this is $87.25. Okay, how are we getting that? Well, I think it looks like it's that $55 plus the broadcast TV fee plus the RSN fee. Yep, $87.25. So this is not that much more than uh, the YouTube TV cost. Okay, so now if we're comparing that to YouTube TV, the difference is, not as great. Basically $73 versus $87.25. However, this does not include the sports and entertainment, add-on package. So if you want to include that, you add an extra $9.95. Also, if you want the comparable DVR, you will have to add that as well. Basically an extra, say, $20 if you want 300 hours, or the extra $10 if you want 150 hours. So let's say we add that on. Okay, and now of course we need to include the 5% franchise fee. So go ahead, take this full total, multiply it by 1.05. So now we're up to 123.06. Okay, so even at a promo rate that's available on the website, we've got cable for Comcast 123.06, and we've got YouTube TV for basically $84 because the 123.06 includes NFL Network Red Zone. So if you want to include that for YouTube TV, 84. If not, you could price it at 73. But you do have to get the sports entertainment package on cable to get like ESPNU, ESPN News, SEC Network, CBS Sports Network, and so on. So still almost a difference of $40. Now, if you could do without the DVR upgrade and those extra sports entertainment channels, then you're at just say the 87.25, but you still have to do the 5% franchise fee. So now you're looking at $91.61 before sales tax versus YouTube TV's $73 before sales tax. Okay, still close to a $20 difference on this, and it's on this promo rate. Again, Comcast would have advantages in that it has AT&T Sportsnet and the tennis channel, but it is missing a lot of the other sports channels. So far, Comcast, it looks like there's a price difference of at least whatever, $18, $19 up to almost $65, depending on whether you're looking at a promo rate versus just the standard rate, and what things you may or may not add on to Comcast to make it as similar to YouTube TV as possible. Now, here's a summary of the prices for the basic Comcast popular package when signing up as a new customer, also with Comcast internet service. We got by just browsing the website. So you can see that these are obviously more competitive than just the standard, non-discounted rate. However, just the base package alone is still, $18 more than YouTube TV, and of course, if you add in the DVR upgrade, it gets even pricier from there. Now, is a summary of the prices when you add in also the more sports entertainment package, in order to make a comparable number of sports channels. So you can see now that for YouTube TV, we've added in the sports add-on, which primarily adds NFL Network Red Zone. And so because of that, the price difference compared to adding on more sports and entertainment, is not that much. It actually gets a little bit closer in price, because the YouTube TV sports add-on is $11 versus the more sports and entertainment, which is only $10. Not including the effect of the franchise fee. So as a result, these prices are still, more than YouTube TV, but you can see they're obviously a lot closer than the, standard non-discounted rate. Okay, next let's look at Breezeline. Now, I'm actually lucky in the area that I live in. There are actually multiple cable providers, so I don't have to go with Comcast. I could instead choose to look at Breezeline. So let's go with them. These plans are all the same, so you could pick the lowest or highest, internet, whatever. Whatever. I'll just pick. I guess I'll pick the slowest, just so it'll be easier. Or basically what would be the cheapest at a non-discounted rate, even though these are all promo rates. Okay, so I entered in my address. And now I'm at the screen where you actually select your plans, and you can customize the TV, and we'll get the actual cost of everything. Yes, I guess I'm ready for the next step, because so far it just has one TV box added, but it has just this Locals Plus plan, which is basically like your, the basic Locals only service. So let me click on Edit, to customize the TV. Okay, so when you look at the channel lineups here, Variety Plus is similar to the popular plan that Comcast had, where it's got ESPN, ESPN2, FS1, but it doesn't have a lot of the extra sports channels. So here are the channels. Okay, it's got your RSN. It's got TBS, TNT. This is the Variety Plus lineup. There it's got FS1, but it doesn't have all the extra ones. It does have FS2. Fox Sports 2, but doesn't have all the extra ones. However, if you add on Family Plus, if we scroll all the way down here, okay, here you can see ESPNU, ESPN News, SEC Network, NFL Network, CBS Sports Network, ACC Network. So those are pretty much all the channels that will make it comparable to what YouTube TV carries. Okay, so now we're going to add Variety Plus, and we also will need to add Family Plus, because that will give us a package which is comparable to YouTube TV. So notice here, even on a discounted promo rate, okay, with whatever internet and TV discount, we have the total now jumping to $102.96. That's the total for these two packages, one box, which I guess most likely you have to take, but no DVR service at all. So you're talking about now $102.96 versus $73. So that's a cost difference of almost, again, $30 from YouTube TV's base price. And if you want to add in DVR, like I said, you add this $20. Okay, now you're up to $122.95. So now it's almost basically $50 more than YouTube TV per month. And again, keep in mind, this is a promo rate. So there's somewhere here. Yeah, I was looking at this earlier. Notice 24-month promotional price. After 2 years, the price for this package, which is the cheapest possible internet and all these, the TV thing, jumps to $220 a month. Um, Basically, almost $70 more than like what you would currently pay. Now you could go down here for the cheaper one, and now it's only $112.96. Now it's only about almost $40 per month more. But again, we look at Breezeline, and it looks like, again, not comparable to YouTube TV in price at all, unless you want to completely forego the DVR, and even then, it's still a $30 per month difference. And really, the only main channel I saw sports related that it has would be um, the AT&T Sportsnet Pittsburgh. And just the last thing, I'm not sure if Breezeline has signed a franchise agreement with the city. They most likely have. So, whether it's 102.96 or 112.96 or 122.95, depending on what DVR you choose, most likely you're going to have to add 5% for a franchise fee. So this the 102.96 with no DVR is really 108.11, or this 112.96 with 150 hours of DVR is really equal to 118.61. Okay. Again, now you're at like $45 more than YouTube TV, not even accounting for any sales tax. So Breezeline, even on a promo rate, for a brand new customer, does not appear to be anywhere near the price as YouTube TV when you're trying to make a package that is somewhat comparable in terms of the number of channels and at least having a DVR service. Here's a summary of the Breezeline prices for just the basic Variety Plus package with the various DVR service upgrades. And you can see even just the baseline base package, comes out to more than $20 a month more than the YouTube TV base plan, even though the number of sports channels you get in it is significantly less. And of course, if you add in DVR upgrades, whether it's 150 hours or 300 hours, your price is now up to basically over 30 or even $40 more per month. And again, of course, this is a promo price with ordering internet service. This is not the standard, everyday price. This is, at a discounted price, which would jump significantly after, basically after 2 years or 24 months. And now here is the comparison of the prices if you want to add in also the Family Plus package for Breezeline, which would give you a lot more sports channels and make it comparable to YouTube TV. However, one thing to note is that the Family Plus package does not include NFL Network Red Zone. So in theory, really, I should probably compare these prices for the Breezeline packages to the basic $73 YouTube TV package, since most of the channels, are similar there. But whatever, even comparing it to the $84 one with the sports add-on to get NFL Network Red Zone, you can see that Breezeline is still, significantly more expensive, anywhere from like $24 up to, close to $50 more if you go for a DVR upgrade, getting 300 hours of space. But again, if you wanted NFL Network Red Zone, which is truly what would be comparable to, the $84 a month YouTube TV plan, you would have to pay an extra fee for that, and I could not find, how much it is per month anywhere on the website. So now let's go ahead and answer the question. Does YouTube TV now cost as much as cable? In general, I would say the answer is no. It does not. Now, there are some instances where you could get the price difference down to, less than $20 a month difference, between the two. But the features you're going to get in most of those cases are not comparable, both in terms of the number of, say, sports-related channels and or in terms of the DVR. Specifically how many hours you can store on a DVR, or even if you're going to have a DVR. For example, like on Breezeline, which doesn't include any DVR service in its base packages. The only possible way where I could see YouTube TV costing as much as cable is if someone were to sign up as a new customer for a promotional internet and television rate. And the combined rate for both of those services as a new customer, the combined promo rate, might be cheaper than or cost the same as the base price of YouTube TV along with the cost of internet at a non-discounted or standard rate. Because when we did the Comcast part of it, where we're looking at the promo offers, you could see that I chose the cheapest internet, and the regular price for that was $87, but it was heavily discounted down to like $25 a month. So that's possible, but if that is the case, if you're in that situation, I mean, you should just contact, the cable company, whoever, and basically threaten to cancel, tell them you're going to cancel, and get a discounted, cheaper, internet only rate, which they basically will do all the time. Or look at switching to another, provider to get a cheaper internet rate, which would then make YouTube TV plus, your internet costs still less than the promo rate you might get from cable TV and the internet from the cable company. So based on my research, based on just looking at the two different cable companies that are in my neighborhood that I could order from, it appears that no, YouTube TV does not cost as much as cable. If you have thoughts on this, of course, leave them in the comments below, or you can send me an email. Or if you have specific examples of your local cable company where maybe it is cheaper than or the same price as YouTube TV, I mean, feel free to reach out to me as well.